Hello and welcome back to Eckhart's Lab. Now, I have not looked up the solution. Oh, I'm in modern controls. I played a bit earlier, the beginning of the game, with the modern controls. Oh fuck. Which I think they seem really nice and more responsive. No, I can't grab anything here. Maybe I'm supposed to lower this. So when I get out of the hole, I can actually drop on top of the box. I must be missing something. That's where I found the first thing. First object. No, I can't climb on it. Besides, I don't see any point to do that. Can't interact with this. Okay, cannot go on the ledge. I thought I could shimmy in stealth, but I can't. I can't move the boxes, but I can climb on them. And I can climb on tables. That doesn't mean anything. No, I cannot grab it. What's the purpose of the ladder? Nothing, I think. It's just there to tease you a little bit. And I cannot open this. What about this? Is there anything to do with this? Doesn't seem like it. He's trying to find the Midas touch. Only thing I see is the door opened again, but I already checked that possibility. I guess there's that rope, I guess, which holds the... I can't climb on it. Can I shoot it? Just not aiming at it. No, cannot grab it. Let's see if there's anything out of the ordinary. Besides the broken ladder, which doesn't give me anything. I think if I could plunge the grate in the water, the thing might float up. What about this? So this is the one I used. Cannot interact with it anymore. I should heal though. I have a lot of healing. Oh, no. What about this? Can't cut it. Maybe I have something. Seems to be something here. Oh! Nice. Sorry. Excuse me? Ah! Alright. Oh fuck. That was exactly how that was supposed to go. It's a stylized climbing technique. There we go. What the fuck are you doing, girl? She's in some kind of weird, unknown state of the level. In the wall. Because why not? So I was not supposed to go in that hole. Why is she not getting out? Oh. Ah! Now it makes sense. There we go. Something moved. Before I even put the thing in. Maybe it will cool the water.
The third Periapt shard.
No, there's nothing else, I don't think. It's quite an interesting puzzle, this section. Oh fuck. Hello? Big metal wall. There are ladders, but... Uh-oh.
Still alive, Miss Croft. You are resilient.
Jesus.
But over the decades, I've killed more mortals like you than I can remember.
And stole their body parts, like a cheap grave robber.
As I will now take yours.
To wake this thing, you are grotesque.
Only my great hearts can cause the higher race to flourish again.
So I guess it's up to me to stop you then.
I hunted down and killed the last of the Lux Veritatis. I am immortal. The shards.
Scary, huh? For you.
It is my destiny to breathe hell on Earth. You are nothing to me.
Do you know, it's gonna be a real pleasure to shut you up.
Eckhart client, be wary. I agree. Why am I here? Oh, you can go to the end by pressing up. Use all 3 shards to destroy Eckhart. Okay. Can I use them? Can I show him my cards? Can I use this? Yes. And I guess, I don't know, this was good, I think. Oh, there, I don't have any ammo. Right, I don't care about that. Oh, you fucker. I feel like he's not damaged. Oh my god, she gets stunned. Can I just do this? I can totally do this and wait. What is that? What is he doing? Uh-oh.
Using the shards to stop him.
Oh my god. Oh, that doesn't work. Oh god.
You can't win anymore. Surrender to your fate. Surrender to your fate.
No.
You can't win anymore.
I'm not sure what to do. I use the item now? I can't reach it by the top, which is very tedious. I have some of this. Oh. Yes.
You are already dead.
Ah!
I will rule the Nephilim darkness of mankind. You are
my God.
already dead.
How can you avoid that? Not sure. Oh, I have the, she's not doing it. The, shortcut. Or I'm just doing it wrong. It worked well with the pistols. Okay, I have to do it 3 times. Where is he? Ah!
You are already dead.
I don't think so. Where is he?
I will rule the Nephilim darkness of mankind.
You will do nothing, sir. Hold on. I'm so bad. I keep getting hit by everything. Oh, okay. Come on, asshole. I'm ready for you. Well, I'm out of bullets, but I'm ready.
Using the shards will stop him.
Fuck. No, jump.
Already dead.
Oh god, she's so slow. Controllers are slow.
I will rule the Nephilim darkness of mankind. You can't win, I'm immortal.
Okay. This gun doesn't seem very good, though. What is it? Viper. It's a long-range weapon. But I don't have a lot of bullets for these. And this... It's a long range, and this I have nothing, so... I have 18 bullets for this. Should be enough, I think. I'm all out of Aqualung, though. I don't know when to start shooting. Oh my god. Well, fuck. Short range, but what if I'm out of bullets?
I will harvest your organs.
It will do nothing. This one is really mysterious, like I don't know. Okay, I got it. Oh, he's running like he's damaged. I'm not sure what that does exactly. Okay, I have to get him. I don't know why I could get him so easily the first 2 times and... Okay. Defeat Eckhart, shut him up. I got the achievement. That's right. How dare you, sir?
Corel?
Go on, kill her.
I knew you'd find the 3rd shard.
But why? You worked for him.
No, unknowingly he worked for me. But his usefulness was ended.
Will you destroy his work?
Of course not. The great work will be finished. I'm offering you the chance to become part of a benign new order in the world.
You are kidding, right?
We Nephilim have only ever been trying to survive.
Too many people have died for me to trust you, including a good friend, Von Croy.
He was an unfortunate victim of history, Lara. Eckhart was stupid to have killed him. I've helped you all along, both here and in Paris. You can trust me, Lara Croft.
Oh.
I'm tracking 5 Obscura paintings for a client called Eckhart, but he's a psychopath.
Why should I care?
Because I'm being stalked. People are dying out there.
Handle it,
A
Werner.
flashback to a flashback?
Look, go and see this woman, Kavia. She can help.
I'm going. Egypt, Werner. You walked away and left me. There was no pity then.
Get out! Get out of the way!
Oh my god, Von Croy!
Von Croy? duplicated the painting for me. Why have you not delivered it?
I daren't collect it. It's too dangerous. But she'll be able to. No!
Your usefulness is finished.
Ew, what is he doing?
Your humans break so easily.
So he killed him?
You killed Von Croy.
Stupid mortal. So be it.
Oh no. Oh god. Fuck. Ah. Where's my shotgun? Is that good? Ouch. Supposed to do something? Oh. Oh fuck. Use the glove to destroy the sleeper. What's the sleeper? Must be something I need to do. Can I use the glove? Can I use the champagne? The cards? Glove of immeasurable power in the right hands. Wield it, Lara. I don't know what to do. Trying to reach him. Take some pills, yeah. I love the way she's fighting in this game. Do I have to use it now? No. This is not working. I mean, he's not dying, he's not... What the fuck am I supposed to do? I need to climb, I guess, but... How can I climb? We need to use the glove on the Nephilim, I guess, but... Oh! Ah!
Nothing can stop us. Our time has come.
Oh my god. More pills. Oh fuck. Oh! Carefully. Don't rush now. Come on. Oh, fuck. You fucker. What is this? I don't know. Oh, fuck. Oh. Oh, no! No! Fucking jump. Jesus. Bastard. He's such an asshole. I think when you're on the ladder, you're okay, which gives you a chance, because if not, it would be fucked up. Almost there. But I don't know what that panel was. Must have been something. What do I do? Oh. Do I jump on it? What the? Oh, fuck. What? It ends like that? I don't even know how what happens. Wow. Okay. I mean, game quality assurance leads and testers, you guys had your work cut out for you, and you didn't really pull it off. I guess this is the, I don't know which, it's probably the Aspire theme. Oh, it's the whole, okay, it's the whole trilogy credits. Okay, well. There's not even an ending. Finished Tomb Raider Angel of Darkness. Feel stronger now. Yes. 10 hours and 47 minutes. A lot of ammo was used and few hits. Health items found. Pretty good. 62 out of 70. And a lot of choco bars and pickups were found. So, well, my thoughts, I guess. What could I say? First of all, the most obvious things. As everybody knows, the game was incomplete at the time. It still remains incomplete. What I'm understanding, if I'm correct, this last part of the game was to be the last part of the game. But there's just a lot of content missing throughout the game. So for instance, when you finish the sewers uh, underneath, I think, the Louvre. No, which one is it? No, no. When you finish, you get out of the Rhein pawn shop because of the explosion, and you enter into the sewers. There's a part missing, I'm guessing, because you just change clothes and you don't know why you're going there, what happened. You don't know. So there's a lot of chunks probably missing from the game, including an ending. So that's a big deal. The big chunk missing is the ending, which is too bad because at the end you really kind of feel engaged, and the final boss is it's somewhat complex. You know, there's an idea there, and it's developed, not fully, but it's interesting. But it's just abruptly cut to for no reason. You know, it's just ridiculous how it cuts at the end. And so yeah, that's the most obvious thing. A lot of content missing. A lot of the level designs are all similarly interesting and kind of empty. They're very empty. Even in the streets of Paris, you just feel like, okay, you're just running around the street itself. There's nobody around. There's basically no doors you can enter. And even the ones that you do enter are just one room. You know, it's very simple. And all of this would have been developed fully, I guess, in a normal situation. But it just feels kind of cardboard, the way, you know, old films were made in very artificial settings, and just behind the door there's nothing. You know, there's just a room to put the actors in, and that's it. So there's really that feel throughout the game that it's very unfinished, very underdeveloped in terms of level design. And even though that's true, the levels as they are mostly are interesting, and the locations are interesting for the most part. Some I didn't care for. The industrial area, that's probably the most uninteresting part of the game for me. An underwater puzzle, I'm not a fan of that. But for the most part, it was interesting, but you just want more, and it's not there. And before you get anything, you're already moving on to another area. So that's really, really disappointing, especially since the classic games, were really based around very big, long, complicated sometimes levels and areas that had people scratching their heads and complaining how long it was. This is not the case here at all, so it really lacks a lot of content. And even the most interesting parts for me, like this Hall of Seasons for me, is the most interesting level area in the game. Even then, it feels underdeveloped. In a normal Tomb Raider game, each of these 4 doors that you have to enter would be much more than a single room. There would be a whole new area that would open up, like in Tomb Raider 1, Palace Midas is a classic example, where you have a hub area that's itself part of a whole level. And in this hub area are 4 or however many doors and pathways that you must open and that you must travel through, some of which are rather short, but it's never just one room, but some of them are short. One of them is one room, actually, the fire challenge. But it's still a challenge, you know. It's so there's the fire challenge in the Hall of Seasons as well, which is really great. Uh, but there are other rooms which are more developed, and the rest of the level. So there is a sense in that Hall of Seasons level, for me, it's one level that is reminiscent of the best of the Tomb Raider series. So that's great. It's well executed. Uh, the Paris section, the city, the underground. I mean, that whole section is really interesting. I love how you come through an urban area, and you find it's underground, and the museum, it's underground, that leads you to a tomb and to an underground ancient area. That whole idea is great. It's pretty well developed. It's pretty well accomplished. Pretty well realized, I would say. The Prague section feels a bit less developed, a bit less realized. The biolab thing, we've seen that before as well in Tomb Raider classic games. Notably in, I don't know, the Madhouse level from Lost Artifact, where there's some sort of biological manipulation of animals and stuff. So it's not uninteresting, but it's just not fully realized. So those are my main probably ideas about the game so far. Other complaints, there are many, but the enemies feel a bit clunky. It lacks refinement, though some of them are interesting. The bosses are very underwhelming, except the last section, last boss, which is more developed and interesting. The character of Curtis could have been more interesting if we had a sense of who he was or why we're playing as him, but it's never explained really. So that was a disappointment. Also, the controls, while they are in the tank controls mode, I haven't really played the game with the modern ones, which I only tried, and they do feel really much smoother. The tank controls are pretty good, but still feel kind of slow. But it's nothing like the PS2 original, which was so frustrating and barely playable. I made it at the time up to the Hall of Seasons, but I must have died I don't know how many times due to simple basic mechanics that I couldn't perform properly. I had really no trouble in this remaster to perform the basic you know moves and techniques that you need to do to play the game in a very straightforward way. So that's a really good improvement, and the fact that you have the choice between both control schemes is great. And I will replay the game eventually with the modern controls, and I'm sure I'll enjoy it maybe even more. That doesn't change all of that I said before about the game. What else I can say about the negatives? The item management is horrible. You get stuck with a bunch of pointless items that will never be used, and the game doesn't tell you that you cannot use them anymore. They should be discarded automatically when the game, you cannot use them anymore. And that's another very disappointing feature of the game, is the promise at the beginning that these new ideas will be part of the gameplay, and they are not. So the idea that if you find money, oh well, that means that it's going to come up in the game frequently. It's going to be one important element of the gameplay, but it's not at all. The fact that you can sell items only happens at the very beginning, and you are never told this, so you might not have sold all of your items, and you just get stuck with them. So this idea was completely, thrown away mid through the game. It's just unacceptable. So I find it very, very upsetting. And the item variety is lacking. It's very difficult to differentiate between the guns that you pick up, the ammo that you pick up, for what gun is it for. It all kind of blends together. In the previous games, you really had a sense visually of the identity of each weapon, and it's not the case here. What else? The technique, or the idea of upgrading Lara Croft's abilities throughout the game. A lot of people complain about it. I think it's a good idea. It's just not fully implemented. We really need a visual representation of that upgrade for it to make sense. And a sense visually that at the beginning of the game, she is physically depleted. She was almost killed in Egypt, and she survived for some mysterious reason that the game doesn't explain. It's been kept out of the finished product. But at least if visually you can convey the idea that she is fragile at the beginning, that she is powerless at the beginning, but that gradually she regains some of her strength and abilities, that would make it so much more significant and logical. But generally, I think it's a good idea, contrarily to probably a lot of people who find it stupid. I don't find it stupid at all. Then the menu screen, like we're seeing, is very basic. I don't like it at all. It's unappealing to me. It was the same in the original PS2 version. Very unappealing. And also the load screens in some of the areas are completely pointless in this remastered. You should have gotten rid of them. In Paris, most notably. Paris back streets and so on. So that's the negatives I would see. And the way that game is very short as well. 10 hours, 11 hours for a first playthrough, more or less, is pretty short. Anyway, the positives: it looks great. It sounds amazing. It sounds grandiose. It sounds more grand than the game actually, does deliver. But it really helps it. The voices are great. The story has been underlined a lot by people. At the end, I'm starting to get it. I'm starting to get it, but it's very confusing. So the way the game is underdeveloped probably leads to this feeling of what's going on. I'm kind of confused by it, but at the same time, there is a story there that's kind of captivating in parts. It's there's potential and there is ambition. And the characters are, for the most part, interesting. Starting with Lara herself, which has a great attitude. I like how frustrated she is, how rude she is. That's really, it builds upon traits from previous games in the series. So that's really interesting and really appeals to me in this game. Other positives, some of the added content, like in the tutorial section, the twin pistols. What a great idea to bring that back. Of course, it should have been there in the original. It was on the cover, on the cover art. So they brought that back. Thankfully, the shops being able to sell and to buy at the herbalist, at Rennes pawn shop, but he's killed, so you can never buy or sell weapons ever again. But at least it is restored content. Some lines of dialogue or monologue have been restored. A bunch of little things like that. So that's a great addition to this game. I'm sure it makes it the most interesting version to play. Other positives, of course, the new control schemes, the refined controls are such a great addition. Very well done. A lot of the bugs that were present in the original have been removed or corrected. That's very noticeable from the get-go. In the PS2 version, it was very difficult to just move around without going through something, or just going over a railing without wanting to, and just dying for no reason. So here they really made it playable. Even though this adds to my negatives, there are still many bugs, and I've identified a few throughout my playthrough that really need fixing. But they did a lot of that already, so that's a big plus. What other positives could I find for this game? I haven't taken any notes, so I'm just going off really impressions and memory. Positives. I guess the general style, mood, it's a bit imprecise, but the mood, the atmosphere, that's a really big quality this game has, I would say, and probably why so many people like it in spite of its flaws, is that special atmosphere, that special mood the game has. That remains part of this version, and even probably more so. You can probably appreciate it even more. What else? I guess that's it for the Angel of Darkness, for my comments, my reflections upon finishing the game for the first time. I enjoyed it. I can't say I did not enjoy it. I really enjoyed most of my playthrough, and even though some parts were frustrating, I guess I had more fun than not, and I could recognize the value of the game for what it is, and wish with others that more had been done to develop it further. And hopefully, even though it's unlikely, I think, at this point, but hopefully there will be a second patch to this collection that will be released sooner than later, that could at least fix bugs. And that's my suggestion. That would be, I think, a good idea, would be to add a visual representation in the menu of her progression, of her regaining her strength, starting from a visual representation of her state of being almost defeated and lacking energy, lacking strength, and showing also visually whenever she gains back her strength in a visual style, so that it makes more sense and that it impacts the player, and enriches his or her experience of the game. So I hope that is the case, that a second patch will be released. But if not, then this is what it is, and it's still worthwhile. It was still very much worth doing, this remastering of the game. But I have to say, and I'm not probably not the only one, I expected more. I expected more from this remaster. I expected the game not to be failed twice. But I have a feeling that it has been failed twice. And that's really shameful, because it was done so for some stupid marketing reason, to have the collection ready for Lara's birthday. Who gives an F about Lara's birthday? Who? Or they could have postponed it by a whole year to develop this further. Make sure it's just pristine. I don't know the word. Just, not perfect, but just better than what we have now. Anyway, we have what we have. I enjoyed the game. I, in the future, plan to replay it with modern controls. And who knows, maybe by then a new patch will have come out. So, this is my take on it. Please feel free to leave your comments if you're watching this on YouTube. And thank you so much for watching and listening. And see you next time. Goodbye.